I'm glad they came. Thank you for bringing them.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely have to bring them to support their mom on this big day.
Yeah.
And this is the first act, right?
It's the opening weekend.
Congratulations on making history.
Thank you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sam P, and today we're going to talk about season 5, episode 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's get right into it, y'all. Wherever we left from the previous episode of the last season or whatever, Melody was hosting the concert and Martell decided to surprise her and bring the children. So we see them. It's awkward. They haven't seen each other in a while. They haven't filmed each other in a while. And you can see that they're both ill at ease. Martell is looking at her like a sick puppy, y'all. And Melody is also, a little bit ill at ease. She's not sure how to go about it, but she eventually thanked him for bringing the kid. And Martell make it a point to say, I'm being a supportive father, I'm bringing kids to Melody. A part of me felt like he was kind of like talking about the time she didn't bring the kids to him whenever he had the book situation going on. But the thing is that, hey, she really couldn't bring the kids. You decided to bring the kids. Let's just keep it at that. What you did was good. It was good. The kids are happy to be there. Listen, y'all, I felt that this was a moment. This was a moment for Melody. They're divorced now, and Martell doesn't look happier. Martell did what he did, and I think that he realized that, damn, this is everything I lost. This is a great woman, motivated woman. The divorce didn't stop her. Actually, the divorce motivated her to do better, and now she's hosting shows. She has hair care and skincare, cosmetic line. She's on the roll. Melody is doing great. And a part of me felt at that moment, that was the moment for us where we saw that Martell really is realizing that he lost a gem. He fumbled a huge bag. And for him not to even be with Carlos Lowe and to not even be in a healthy relationship, I mean, that one hurts. But guess what? I don't feel bad for him. Very happy for Melody, where she is today, the courage that she had. She is so motivating to me. She's so motivating for a lot of women out there. Your life doesn't stop because you got a divorce. You did whatever you could to make it work, and you tried, but your partner was not willing. And instead of being sad, well, she probably was sad, but instead of like lamenting on the state of your life, she decided to take that energy and put it in something better that elevating her. And now she's doing great. And I'm so happy and proud for Mel. Next, the other couple are at the marriage counselor retreat. So Tisha is organizing that with the help of her marriage counselor. I really like her marriage counselor. I feel like he really talks from someone that has a lot of experience. So the couples are getting there. The first that are there are Maurice and Kimmy, and then Louis and Tiffany coming, and Tisha and Marsau are late. Start, and the marriage counselor was talking and everything. We see Miss Tiffany, she's on the phone, she's not focused, and then at some point she's like, she can't do this no more. She has a meeting. The marriage counselor, he called her out on it right away. And he's like, there's a commitment issues. And a part of me agrees. I mean, like, girl, you knew this was gonna happen. This is important. This is for your marriage. You could have organized yourself a better way. This is specifically for the betterment of your marriage. He is wondering if this is really how Louis and Tiffany was taking that retreat. Maybe for them, it was just, hey, I'm just coming to film a scene. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to use that opportunity, which I think is a big mistake they're making, because any advices you can get in the betterment of your marriage should be welcome. Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't know if y'all peeped at some point when Louis came and talked to Tiffany and he's telling her, hey, the marriage counselor is going to have the words for you, leaving the counseling to, do some work.
Commitment to this moment and being present.
Are the other Scots here?
The way she said it, it made me feel like she was basically saying, hey, at least we're here. The people that organized it are not here. A part of me felt like she was acting like it's a competition between them and Marsau and Tisha. Like, at least we're here. You know, they're not even here. So me being here is enough. Like, even if I'm doing some work, at least I'm here. Then it goes to Martell and his mom. They're going to go pick up Martell's kid. One thing about Martell is a very hands-on and present dad. And so they're talking. They're basically talking about the state of the relationship between Martell's mom and Melody. He starts by letting his mom know that he went and supported Melody with the kids at the concert, and the mom is telling him that he's doing the right thing. And basically the mom is saying that she hasn't had a relationship with Melody in a long time. I felt like the way she was talking, it's like she was kind of like blaming Melody for the way things were. And a part of me felt like it's really a difficult situation because you are the mom of a husband and Martell really did Melody wrong. And you as a woman act like this is how she should act. You can tell people how to act when they're in pain. I have difficulties with Martell's mom is that have you at any point told your son, hey, what you're doing is wrong? I do not support that. I'll cut you off if you continue. Because as a mom, as a woman, you shouldn't raise your child to be a cheater, you know, to be disloyal, you know what I mean? And if your son's marriage is priority, if it's important for you that he stays in a healthy marriage, sometimes you gotta be able to give some tough love. Have you been giving him some tough love? I don't know. Let me all know what you think. I feel like Martell's mom is a pretty cool mom. She seems really nice with him and everything. But my only thing is that sometimes some of those moms, they like to judge the wife, but whenever their son does something that is not right, they take a step back. Oh, now you can let them take care of it themselves. Now you're out of the situation. But whenever it's the wife doing certain things, you're ready to talk. Marriage is sacred. They're one. Melody is your daughter. You know what I mean? And honestly, as a woman, would you want your daughter's husband to do that to your daughter? Would you want to go through that? No, you wouldn't. So at any point, are you able to have sympathy for Melody and the things she was going through in her marriage, the public embarrassment that she's gone through? Have you ever given her a call and told her daughter, I'm so sorry and I'm there for you and I will support you? What my son is doing is wrong and I do not support that in any way. Have you done that? Let me all know what you think in the comment. As women that have sons that allow them to act the way they act, they're very hypocrite. They're very, very, very hypocrite. They will literally judge you, the wife, as at any moment, but when their son mess up, they ain't gonna do nothing. They're basically continuing a circle of unhealthiness. You know what I mean? And I hope that women of this present generation that give birth to son will do better. Back at the marriage counseling, Marsau and Tisha, they finally made it there, and during their way there, they're learning that Tisha has a loss. She lost a very good friend of hers, and we see her being sad. I mean, it's sad. So my condolences to Tisha. The marriage counselor said that because of the loss that Tisha and Marsau just had, he doesn't want to really bring up the fact that they were late. I thought that was very considerate of him. I hope that at some point he will, but it definitely wasn't the moment. That shows a lot of maturity and understanding, which is expected as of a counselor, knowing when to address certain situations. Even if he brought it up now, it wouldn't have been well received. Whatever he had to say wouldn't have been well received. And he noticed that, so he decided to focus on Tiffany and Louis. Tiffany and Louis basically are going back and forth with the counselor. They're trying to defend themselves on why things were the way they are. Tiffany is saying that Louis already knew that she was supposed to get a phone call, and that what she should have done is let him know. And the counselor is trying to tell her, listen, you knew this marriage retreat was happening. You could have been more flexible around your work. Your marriage is more important than work. I don't think Louis and Tiffany are really understanding that. Here is my thing with Louis and Tiffany. I think that the marriage counseling thing is something that if they decide to do, like on a serious matter, not saying that this is not serious, but because they're doing it as a group with two other couple where two brothers are part in, they may not feel comfortable opening up. So instead of just listening and not saying anything, they're being kind of like combative. I think that's what's going on. I think that maybe marriage counseling for Tiffany and Louis would be more conducive if they're alone. Whenever they're with other couple, because they're so competitive and they like to tell the other couple what to do, when it's their turn, they want to make it look like everything is Gucci. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that Louis and Tiffany agree on. Whatever, they're like that African couple. You know what I mean? Like, even if they have problems, they don't want you to know. I understand it. There's nothing wrong to it. But don't be that way. And then when people are opening to their marriage, you're going to be the first one to want to judge and give them advices. Because you wouldn't want to do the same on your part. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, just kind of like be listening them. Just be quiet. Listen to what the other couple have to say. When your turn comes, listen. Take what you got to take and move on. But don't be like, oh, we like this, we like this. And then when you put on spot, now you want to be combative. They're only being combative because they don't want to open up. Let me all know what you think in the comment. Even Kimmy started interjecting, and a part of me was like, Kimmy girl, focus on you and Maurice. Like, I understand where she was coming from, but once again, her intervening was not gonna help their case. If they're not gonna listen to the counselor, they're definitely not gonna listen to you, Kimmy. Next, in the meantime, we see beautiful Melody visiting her friend Stormy, and Stormy has like a beautiful zen room where she's making noises, and I'm not gonna lie, but it looked really attractive to me. Like, it looked really zen. She had all those plants around her, and she's telling us that she likes to go in that zen room almost every day. Whenever she has a hard time or a hard day, she goes there to work on herself. And I'm like, you go, girl. Here is the thing. I love people that are actively working on feeling better in a healthy way. The best way for me is praying. When things don't go well, I like to pray. I like to talk to my friends. I also realized that because I'm so talkative, not everything that you can tell family and friends. So I decided that, you know what, God is my best friend, and He is the one that is going to know the most inner thoughts of me. Also try to stay very disciplined. I realized that staying disciplined really helped me when it comes to my prayer life, when it comes to working out, when it comes to eating healthy. Being able to maintain that level of discipline whenever you're going through hard time can actually really be helpful to your well-being on the long term. So they're catching up. Melody is telling her that Martell came and brought the kids. It was initially awkward, but she's thankful that he came. And I'm like, see, like, we see some progress. So I like the way that Melody talked about Martell to Stormy. And then they kept on talking, and Stormy asked her about a relationship with Martell's mom. And that's when Melody opened up, and she said that she hasn't talked to Martell's mom since 2021. And she said that the reason behind that is that there's some things that were said that she didn't like.
Kids was real small, and you used to this work, and I'd be like, damn, she gonna kill my boy. He do so damn much.
Yeah.
And, you lay around, Martell. Oh, I'd be so mad.
This is an example of how hypocrite mothers can be when it comes to marriage. I love the response that Melody said. She said,
If you look at where we are in 2022, it's clear that I don't have a lazy bone in my body.
talk to them, girl. Talk to them. The way the mom was talking, there's no context. Maybe Melody was just giving birth. They have like 4 kids together. Maybe she just gave birth. She wasn't okay. Maybe she wasn't mentally okay. We have learned that Melody was working just as hard in their old construction company as her husband was. And now that they're not together, she has been working her ass off developing her empire. If we only had Martell's mom's side, we would have a way of seeing Mel. But now that we see certain things that Mel said with evidence, now we understand that, yeah, I agree with Mel. She is a casualty of war. What I'm going to say is that I need my parents to be able to tell me when I'm wrong. And if I go too far, I want them to be able to cut me off for that time until I understand that what I'm doing is wrong. Let me all know what type of approach you all prefer. Back with the marriage counseling, all the couple are talking about themselves. We're learning more about Tiffany. The counselor is giving his opinion of the marriage. And I felt like he really had some good insight based on the things that Tiffany and Louis were saying. Tiffany had a very hard life, and seeing her beautiful young lady, a mom, a wife, and she has been able to overcome everything that she's gone through, that she's lived in her life, being an adopted child, adopted parents, being addicted to God, going through a divorce. All I can say is thank you, God. Thank you, God, for your miracle. Tiffany is definitely a miracle. She's gone through a lot. And she's saying that she wants a child. And the counselor, I think, did a really good job in giving some insight of what I think is going on. But then at some point, Louis was not really for it. And I was just, looking at the back and forth like, wow, like, whoop, 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 whoop. And as I said before, I just don't think that this was the correct context for Tiffany and Louis to receive advices, because they're not in a genuine group of friends. I don't think that Louis and Tiffany, especially Louis, wants to be looking as if he has some type of weakness in front of everybody else, especially in front of Marsau. I'm not gonna lie, at some point when Tiffany said that she wanted a child and she said that she was used to chaos, and then Marsau told her, why would you want to be a child in chaos? I felt like Marsau was a little bit judgmental. Like, don't judge people like that. Once again, I feel like this participated in Louis and Tiffany being kind of like on the reserve. At some point, I think that the counselor insight on Tiffany, as she felt, I think that it touched her nerve, and that's why she cried, because he was onto something. Nobody is perfect. I agree that nobody wants to bring a child into chaos, but I also don't think that Tiffany was saying like her life is chaos per se. I think that what she tried to say was that she has a very busy life, and that she's used to that, and she's used to multitasking. I don't think that Louis and Tiffany's life, based on what we've seen in the show, is chaotic. I think that they are a young couple, and when I say young, based on like the time that they've been married together, that they're trying to figure themselves out, and they have some growing pains. And it's okay if she wants to have kids. And once again, I feel like Marsau intervening is not helping the situation. Yeah, y'all, that was the first episode of the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I mean, that was pretty good. It's starting pretty good. We saw the trailer. The trailer is like a boom in your face type of trailer. It's great. And it's announcing for a great season. And I'm excited. I will be reviewing it. Every Sunday, there will be a video of my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I invite you to join, to comment, to like, to tell me what you think. I really want to communicate with y'all. For those of you that are new, hey, and I invite you to, and for those of you that have been here and supporting me and commenting and liking, thank you all so much. I'm so thankful. And I will see you all next week. Bye.